Hey! Lately, I've been doing a lot of videos about moves Pokemon should or shouldn't learn, so I figured, why not change it up a little? I got to thinking, what else can Pokemon do in battle besides use moves? Then it hit me, abilities! And hence, this is 25 abilities Pokemon should or shouldn't have. But before we get into it, a few important things. Some of these aren't necessarily to say the Pokemon should have the ability in question instead of what they actually can have, but rather just, it would make sense if they had it, period. And just like with the move videos, Gen 8 or 9 abilities that might make sense on cut Pokemon will not be counted. Alright, that's all I gotta say, so let's get started. Number 1. Vespiquen can't have Queenly Majesty. But that's Serena's signature ability! True, but come on, Vespiquen? Queenly Majesty? And just look at its flavor text. The Pokemon's Majesty pressures opponents, and Vespiquen's ability just so happens to be, well, look at that. Pressure. I hate to be a drama queen, but why, Game Freak, why? Number 2. Patrat and Watchog can't have Cheek Pouch. Oh, Arceus, help us all. Just look at those cheeks. Not enough for ya? Well, how about some Dex entries then? They store food and berry seeds in their cheek pouches. Coincidence? And Cheek Pouch only activates when the user eats a berry. Boy, how cheeky can you get, Game Freak? And it's worse than you think. Feraligatr can't have Cheek Pouch either. Number 3. Cryogonal can't have... It's a snowflake-shaped ice crystal! It literally has an ice body! And get this, Seal, who's not even an ice type, can have ice body! Ah, what a pain in the ice! Number 4. The Mareepline, minus Ampharos, and Eldegoss can't have Fluffy. Okay, so just take a minute and look at these Pokemon. What words come to mind? Soft, wool, cushy, dare I say, fluffy, and dare I also say, flaffy, and dare Game Freak say, let's give these fluffy Pokemon Fluffy! I mean, come on, no way, right? Number 5. Snivy can't have Chlorophyll. Oh, Game Freak, you're frickin' geniuses! I mean, it's not like it's a grass type or anything, and its Dex entries totally don't say things like being exposed to sunlight makes its movement swiftier. No way! Arceus must have blessed you with super big smart brains! Any chance I could borrow one of them? Because I once heard somebody say the word sarcasm, and I've never heard that word before in my life. What could it possibly mean? Number 6. Crawdaunt can't have shed skin. In case you're all like, bruh, what? Let's look at Crawdaunt's Dex entries. Specifically, its Alpha Sapphire one. It molts, which means sheds its shell regularly, yet can't have shed skin. This one really gets under my skin. Why don't you just skin me alive? Go take your skin and, eat it? Oh my Arceus. Number 7. Chansey can't have super... Oh, come on! We've been over this! Chansey, the Pokemon who's said to bring good luck to those who find her, the Pokemon whose Japanese name is literally Lucky, can't have super luck! Oh, give me a rabbit's foot so I can Number 8. Fanrodom can have Levitate, and Stunfisk can have Limber. This one's an interesting case. It's not so much that these abilities don't make sense on these Pokemon, it's that they're redundant. Well, they weren't always. In Gen 4, Rotom's type didn't change with its form, thus making Levitate a great ability for it. But from Gen 5 on, Fanrodom gains the Flying type, thus making Levitate useless. And as for Stunfisk, before Gen 6, Electric Pokemon could be paralyzed, thus giving Limber good use. But from Gen 6 on, Electric Pokemon are immune to paralysis, making Limber useless on Stunfisk. I'm sure these were just oversights on Game Freak's part, but you'd think they'd have noticed and fixed them by now. Hopefully one day. Number 9. These Pokemon can all have Intimidate. Oh, Arceus, I'm so scared! These Pokemon are so intimidating! I'm gonna see them in my nightmares! I mean, it's not like I'm gonna see Darkrai, or Tyranitar, or Houndoom, or any other Pokemon like that who totally aren't scary! These horrifying Pokemon are gonna keep me awake forever! Chase it away, I can't look anymore, I'm gonna piss my pants! Number 10. Veluza can't have Regenerator. Is that really a problem though? Actually, yes it is, and here's why. According to Veluza's Violet Dex entry, it has excellent regenerative capabilities, and on top of that, it can learn the move Recover. See the problem now? Oh, and I've got more for you. Veluza's Dex entries also say that it sheds spare flesh from its body, yet it can't have... Guess. I'll give you a hint. It makes like Crawdaunt. You guessed it, shed skin. More like bullshit. Number 11. Onix, the Geodude line, and the Roly-Poly line can't have Solid Rock. Why, Game Freak? Aren't these rock types? With rocky bodies? And don't other, less rocky Pokemon like Caracosta and Camerupt, who's not even a rock type, have solid rock? This does not rock. My puns just rock, don't they? Number 12. Machamp and Lucario can't have Iron Fist. What the f***? They're fighting types who can learn a lot of punching moves. And Machamp has 4 strong arms and Lucario's part steel type. So Iron Fist would suit them both really well, don't you think? No? Well, look at it from this perspective. If Ledian and the Palmy line can have it, there's no good reason why these two shouldn't be able to as well. Number 13. The Grimer line and the Gulpin line can't have Gooey. Aren't they made of sludge, which is a form of, you know, goo? And can't they have Sticky Hold for an ability? This is complete nonsense, and it's worse than you think. Gooey used to be the Goomy line's signature ability, but another line later got access to it, and that line is the Wiglet line. Since when are eels gooey? And like it's not already bad enough that these Pokemon who are gooey can't have Gooey? I mean, what's next? Dipplin, the Pokemon based on a candy apple, can't have it either? Oh, kill me. Number 14. Darkspun can't have Heat Proof. Why would it need that ability? It's completely inferior to its default ability. Yes, I know, but I'm not saying it should have Heat Proof instead of Well-Baked's Body. I'm saying it makes more sense than Aromavale. If you ask me, instead of Well-Baked's Body being its default ability, it should be its hidden one, and its default one should be Heat Proof. And I guess Aromavale could be its second one. Man, wouldn't I make such a great Game Freak employee? Number 15. Emolga can't have Gluttony. Let's go to Glitch City! Nah, just kidding. Let's go to Emolga's Dex entries, specifically its Shield one. It absolutely loves sweet berries. Sometimes it stuffs its cheeks full of so many that it can't fly properly. Yeah, I'd say that adds up, and that's not all. Some of its other Dex entries support this point too. And do you want to know what else? Emolga also can't have Cheek Pouch. Is this some kind of conspiracy with Patrat and Watchog? Number 16. Gligar line and Drifloon line can't have Windrider. Really? These Pokemon basically are Windriders. Drifloon and Drifblim are balloons, and Gligar and Gliscor are gliding scorpions. Not enough for you? Well, how about some Dex entries then? The wind can catch Drifblim? If Gliscor can catch even the faintest breeze, it can circle the whole globe without flapping once. You know what? Scratch what I said earlier. These Pokemon are natural-born Windriders. 5,000 IQ move, Game Freak. Number 17. Dracloak and Dragapult can't have Parental Bond. That's Mega Kangaskhan! Yes, I know. But come on, Dracloak is the caretaker Pokemon, and both it and Dragapult are known for battling alongside Dreepy. And besides, Megas aren't even in the game anymore, so with Mega Kangaskhan gone, who better to carry on the kin tradition than these two? Leavanny? Drampa?
How about no?
Number 18. All these Pokemon can't have Strong Jaw. Confused? Let me explain. What are these Pokemon based off of? Alligators and or crocodiles. And in Hippopotas and Hippowdon's case, hippos. Or in other words, animals with incredibly strong bite forces. Now, I know Strong Jaw would be kind of useless on the Fuecoco line since they're special attackers, but just think back to Fanrotom and Stunfisk. I rest my case. I can think of some other Pokemon who would make sense to have Strong Jaw, but in my opinion, these are the worst cases. Number 19. Luxray, Decidueye, and Inteleon can't have Keen Eye. Luxray, the Gleam Eyes Pokemon with X-ray vision, Decidueye, the Archer, and Inteleon, the Sniper, who can have Sniper, can't have Keen Eye? Do my eyes deceive me? Not very keen thinking, Game Freak. What next? Are you gonna tell me Decidueye can't have Sniper either? Hey, why is there a gun in my mouth? That's better. Number 20. Grimmsnarl can't have tangling hair.
Isn't that...
Don't say it! Grimmsnarl's defining characteristic is his long hair, which, according to his Dex entries, latches onto opponents, ensnaring them. So you'd think tangling hair would suit him well, right? In fact, you could probably argue that it suits him more than a Alolan Dugtrio, and it definitely suits him more than a Alolan Diglett. What kind of hair-brained scheme are you cooking here, Game Freak?
Now that's not funny.
Number 21. Pheasantipity can't have Levitate. He's a bird who can fly. Just think of Pokemon like Flygon and Hydreigon. They're also non-flying types who can fly, but they can have Levitate. In fact, it's their only ability. I know there are other non-flying types who can fly or float that can't have Levitate, but just look at some of the Pokemon who can have it. If non-flying type Pokemon like these can levitate, surely a bird should be able to too. Number 22. Kingdra can't have Poison Point. Well, that's just not fair. Seadra can have it, so why not Kingdra as well? Now, I'm speaking more subjectively here, but Poison Point is way better than any ability Kingdra can have, so for me, this one just strikes a nerve. Yes, I know there are other cases of Pokemon losing good abilities that are better than the options they have after they evolve, but if you ask me, this is one of, if not the worst case. Number 23. Magmortar, Galarian Slowbro, and Armarouge can't have Mega Launcher. These Pokemon, based off cannons, more or less, can't have Mega Launcher. Look at the Pokemon who can have Mega Launcher. What are they based off of? Types of cannons. And just look at these 3 special attack stats. These Pokemon have Mega Launcher written all over them. The only thing I can think of that could possibly be any worse than this is if Armarouge couldn't have Battle Armor either. Number 24. The Pawniard line, the Honedge line, and Ceruledge can't have... I'm gonna give you something. Actually, a couple of things. A knife and a sword. What do these 2 things have in common? They're both types of blades. Now, standard practice is to hold blades by their handles, but we're not gonna be doing that. Instead, grab them by the blade parts. How would you say that feels? Might you describe it as sharp? Nah, totally not. I mean, really, you might as well always hold them by the blade parts. If anything, they're safer than the handle parts. What point was I even trying to make here? There's nothing wrong with this. Game Freak, keep up the great work, you absolute geniuses. And finally, number 25. The Jangmo-O line can't have...
It's alright, Mick. Just stay calm and keep your wits about you. It's not worth getting upset or worked up over. Just remain at peace. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Slowly. Nothing is worth losing your composure over. Just relax. There. Is that better now?
Yeah, I think so. Thanks, Doc.
Just for curiosity's sake, what exactly had you so miffed in the first place?
I can't remember. Just go look at my computer.
Okay, let me have a look. That is complete bullshit!
Whoa, what's wrong? Why are you so mad? Wait. Son of a So there you have it. 25 abilities Pokemon should or shouldn't have. If you enjoyed this video, please drop a like. And if you can think of any ideas for a sequel, I want to hear them, so leave them for me in the comments. And for more Pokemon videos like this, please subscribe. Hey, thanks a bunch for watching. See you in the next one. Cacophonous Corphish out.